Today, we're looking at the top 10 running backs right now in Madden 25 Ultimate Team. And one thing I will say is Madden 25 is a very balanced ball carrier game. It really is. Usually only like the juke is good or the spin's good, but both moves are viable. And also power backs. The air truck is back in this game. If you have not tried a power back yet, that is over the weight threshold. The air truck is really good. So I do find value in any kind of running back, any kind of running style, and our top 10 list is going to include all that today. Let's get started just addressing this card, and that is Marshawn Lynch. Apparently he's coming out Monday. If he does get freight train, this card is going to be insane. Like, it really depends on what his pre-lit X factors are. I would be really surprised if they gave Marshawn Lynch 85 or 84 plus spin move, which is how you trigger the good spin animation on all Madden modes like Gauntlet Champs or Ranked Head to Head, which is going to obviously elevate the card if he can spin like that, but I doubt it. I think they're probably going to build him more like a power back, and with his weight being what his weight is, he's not going to have the air trucking capability. So my hopes aren't that high for this Marshawn Lynch card unless we see him get a crazy X factor. Obviously, that's obviously a pretty good chance that it could happen, but yeah, I just, you know, if he doesn't get the good spin and his weight's where his weight's at, this card's not going to be that great, especially if he only does get average X factors. But if he gets the good spin and gets good X factors, he'll probably be the best running back in the game. There's a real chance he could be. But will he be as fast as Chris Johnson? I don't know. We'll see. We're going to have to wait and see on this one. If you're looking to add a new running back to your team, head to my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest, most reliable MUT coins on the market. Do not forget to use code FREDDY at checkout for 5% off. A link for their website is in the description. Coming in at number 10, we have the lower version of Chris Johnson. This card is honestly one of my... I mean, I wouldn't say he's budget. He's still 100K, but you see like the legend cards, the ones that have good speed, they're pretty much going for around this price. An 83 speed out running back with, you know, decent COD and, you know, the juke move and the spin. He does not get the fast spin, but having these ratings with 83 speed, a running back was a position that when they were first revealed, we saw how slow they were. So really any new running backs that come out with any kind of speed are going to be a part of this list today. There actually, I think, is one core card that made it today, and you really won't be surprised with who it is, to be honest. But I think this Chris Johnson honestly does make it at 83 speed out of 82 overall, which is crazy, but I think he belongs here. Coming in at number 9, we got the 85 overall Joe Mixon. This card could have been really good. I usually really like Joe Mixon cards, but him not getting the good spin, him not being that fast at only 83 speed, definitely hurts this card. It 100% does. Good carrying with an 86 juke move, but just isn't going to feel special like some of the guys that are higher up on today's list. And again, this card could have been really good. And again, these guys don't get any X factors either. So do keep that in mind. When someone does, I'll let you know. But Joe Mixon could have been really good. Again, his cards play well, but they simply just did him dirty. And the fact that he's still top 10 kind of shows you where the running back landscape is in this game right now. Coming in at number 8, we have the core Derrick Henry. Only reason why he's here is because the air truck is good. And Derrick Henry card's just frustrating to play against. His like stats aren't like 77 acceleration, only 70 COD. It's not great, but the fact that he can air truck and just kind of catch momentum that way, and it's just a guy that's going to be, you know, 4 yards in a cloud of dust over and over and over and over again. You got to put Derrick Henry here over any of the core guys. Also, his speed isn't terrible once he reaches that max, which is going to be tough for him with only 77 acceleration. But I think he belongs here because of this build. We're obviously going to get more heavy backs as the year goes on, but he's the only one that has the good stats and, you know, is 247 and can air truck effectively. So, again, if you haven't tried the air truck, I recommend you try it. Maybe either try with Allstott or maybe try with this cheaper version of Derrick Henry here. It is, again, it's really good. It really is. Coming in at number 7, we have the free Christian McCaffrey. And I'm going to go over here to mud.gg to show you the full stats. But looking at Christian McCaffrey's stats, you'd think, wow, he's so good for a free running back. And a lot of people did think that. And if you just play head-to-head, Christian McCaffrey would be a little bit higher on this list for you because his physicals are really good. Of course, all 32 can get 87 speed. The problem is no fast spin, and we'll head back over here to the actual game to show you off the abilities. He does get some. He gets Jukebox for 1, Shorty and Elite for 1, Backfield Mismatch, and RB Apprentice for 1 AP. So if you like having those little X factors, he's solid. He can even play slot receiver for you, honestly. He's got 75 short route running, right? He's good, but the problem is his movement. He's a really good north and south guy, has a good juke animation, but doesn't have that fast spin, and that's what we're looking for on these elusive backs. We're looking to exploit these good animations like the air truck or the fast spin. I mean, the juke is good, but obviously all the guys that get the fast spin also get the fast juke, so it's like, why not have both? You know what I mean? That puts even a guy who's like, you know, like the next guy here, who's 84 to 85 speed, potentially, I would put over Christian McCaffrey because he has the fast spin, which is one of the best moves in the game when it comes to all Madden game modes like Gauntlet, Champs, or Ranked Head-to-Head. Coming in at number 6, we have Saquon Barkley. And I got to be honest here, Saquon is a card that I haven't seen too much of because of how the Ultimate Alumni rollouts have happened. You probably haven't got yours yet. I haven't got mine yet, but I do not believe Saquon Barkley is able to get the fast spin. I do not think he is. If he is able to get it on all pro game or on all Madden game modes, let me know in the comment section, because then he would go up to a number 5 and the guy at 5 would go back to number 6. They're very similar. The only difference is really Saquon actually has better stats and outweighs our number 5 guy today, but the fast spin is so good in this game, you have to be using it. You just have to be. So Saquon, I like the build a lot. I really do. He moves well. He falls forward. If you're playing just all pro head-to-head seasons, he's great, obviously, but what we want on these elusive guys is that fast spin, and the next guy on our list today, he's got it. And at number 5 is Jonathan Brooks. And it just goes to show you how good this ball carrier move is, because Brooks is statistically worse than Saquon, debatably. I mean, 20-pound difference. Saquon's 20 pounds heavier. But you guys, we head down here, you see 84 COD with an 86 spin move, can move well with a good juke move as well. And we head down here, he even has 80 short route running, 81 break tackle, and 73 catching. So he's a pretty good pass catcher, gets the fast spin with a pretty good build too. So Jonathan Brooks, I know his speed's only 84 where Saquon's is 85, but that fast spin just makes it a card play so much better. And, you know, there's more all Madden game modes and all pro modes, so we do value that a lot. If you don't care about it, if you just play head-to-head seasons, then don't worry about your list might look a little different. You know, CMC will probably be higher, Saquon will probably be a little bit higher, but Brooks, and still no X factors. But if you want to, if you got a Panthers team for some reason, you actually can split the chems and then get them +2 speed. If you go like Panthers Jets team, you actually can get them up to 86 speed with 89 acceleration, which is pretty good too. But, you know, obviously we're not ranking him based on that, but it is a possibility if you'd like to. But yeah, the fast spin, you just know it is really good. You may have thought this card was going to be a little bit higher, but Derrick Henry at number 4 today, 84 speed, 82 acceleration. This card plays well, but I don't think he's the power back that actually moves the best. He's a very north-south guy with a low COD and low agility, but of course the air truck is nasty on him. And right now he actually does have a 97 truck rating until August, for another week. I think it's August 29th, whenever the boom promo ends. That's when it's going to go away. But he does, I think it's +5 break tackle, +10 trucking on the card right now. But he moves great. He's another, you know, I kind of gave the same spiel with the core Derrick Henry. This is just a better version of that, a more well-rounded version of that. And of course, does get that little boost. He's 500K right now, but it's Derrick Henry, man. He's just a monster. Early game Derrick Henry is always a problem, and yeah, this one is just no different. Air truck being back too, yeah, he's frustrating for sure. Just going to stay on mud.gg for this one, but I do think that Allstott is a better power back than Derrick Henry. With how people shed blocks in this game and how the run game's hard enough, having a smaller running back, I do find value in it as long as they have the weight as well. I mean, the weight's a big deal as far as tackle interactions and breaking tackles, but he's still 248. And look at like where's the truck? Obviously, can air truck, but the 80 agility, 87 acceleration, and can be put on a theme team, so you can easily get 85, 88 acceleration. Where's the COD? 83 COD. So he can't juke or spin like an elusive back, but on the stick, he does feel like an elusive back would. He's able to get small between the holes and able to break big runs by just spamming air truck and just running people over. From my experience, Mike Allstott is the best power back in the game right now, the best at using the air truck. If you kind of have a 2-back scheme, go with one elusive guy and then go Mike Allstott. I think he is the best. I think he's better than Derrick Henry. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion or a popular opinion, but if you haven't tried Allstott and you're looking for a new running back and you say you have CMC fully upgraded, switch over to Allstott, please. Just do it. And also, Allstott's also a fullback, so if you run like I-form or whatever, he's got good impact block and good lead block. But air trucking wise, just how he moves is just so much better. You can actually run outside runs with him and still be able to cut it back. And yeah, he's just really, hey, I've been on this card since day one. He's a monster. And coming in at number 2, we have Raheem Mostert. He was the number 1 before Monday, but Raheem does get the fast spin. Actually, a pretty good Raheem card. Normally, they don't really give Raheem great juke or spin or whatever, but he gets it all on this one, man. No real X factors that are worth noting. He does have, of course, that quick sell version of the card. If you can get it close to his quick sell, it's a good buy still, because you're not going to lose value on him. But it gets the fast spin with 85 speed, 84 acceleration. Yeah, he's pretty good. I feel like This is probably what Marshawn Lynch's speed's going to be, probably like 85, 86 is probably where I'm at with Marshawn Lynch's, with my prediction for Marshawn Lynch, but even a high break tackle on Raheem as well. But he's good. If you can get him for close to that quick sell value, which I think is 221, so anywhere close to that, you're not going to lose much value by going to buy Raheem Mostert. And no surprise here, number 1 is Chris Johnson. You're able to get him to 88 speed if you got any of his theme teams, which is Cardinals, Jets, Titans. I believe I'm not missing one. Maybe I am. I don't think I am. But, you know, fastest running back in the game, gets the fast spin, and does get evasive X Factor, which is absolutely broken. Or Steamroller's all right, but I think evasive is definitely better. I've tried out both for a while, and I've found more success with evasive. And even the worst thing about this spin is how you can actually spin still on conservative, which is pretty broken. So you don't even run the risk of really fumbling. You can just spin on conservative and go crazy. But he, of course, the fast spin, the good juke with lightning fast speed. And if you guys are wondering what the difference is between the vintage champion and the non-vintage champion is, it's just a 1 AP difference to the X factors. You saw them right there. It's 1 AP there, and then it's going to be 2 AP on this version of Chris Johnson. So if you're wondering what the difference is, it's not just the card art, because the stats are the same. It is just the AP amount, which is a pretty big deal, honestly. An AP save is nice, and I think that Marshawn Lynch is going to be vintage as well. Imagine like a 1 AP like fridge. I don't know what they're going to do for Marshawn Lynch. I really don't. I'm excited. It might be game breaking though, which I will not be excited for because we don't want pre-lits, but EA clearly they don't care. But number 1, Chris Johnson, easy. Have a great rest of your day. Hit the subscribe button if you're new here, and I will see you boys in the next one.